Did you know that our brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than text? Research shows that it only takes the brain 13 milliseconds to recognize an image, but it takes much longer to decipher text. How often are these important inputs used or ignored when creating digital signage content? And today we will try to find out this using real-life examples. Hi, my name is Alex, and I have over 15 years of design experience, including the last 8 years as head of product design at Digital Signage. You are watching the 7th and final episode of our free digital signage design course. Today we'll take a walk around amazing Budapest and look at some really good and some pretty controversial examples of digital signage design. We will also look at a few examples sent to us by colleagues from other parts of the world. So, it should be interesting. If you missed previous episodes of our course, I would recommend that you watch them first to fully immerse yourself in the topic. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss other interesting Look.js videos. Well, let's get started. Let's begin with a great example of design for a custom video wall. Here we have a contrasting and fairly large typography, a laconic photo and a bright but not overloaded background. All this contributes to the readability and ease of perception of this creative. Light animation draws additional attention to the layout without distracting, but only emphasizing the main meaning of the message. Obviously, not a good example. Also quite large and bright LED screen located in the very center of Budapest. The animation and scale really grab the attention of passers-by. But the semantic content is too poor. It's hard to understand what exactly is going to happen on February 19, especially if you don't know Hungarian. The layout doesn't contain visual images that could shed light on the meaning of this message. Here we have a great example of how good design can be lost due to lack of necessary technical features. Good animation, great product photo, typography and colors. But all this is almost impossible to see on a sunny day due to the low brightness of the screen. Let's try to come back here in the evening. I believe it will look much better. Voila, I was right. This screen works much better in the evening, and we can fully enjoy this pleasant, laconic design. Now let's take a look at this outdoor digital kiosk. Although at first glance it may seem that this is a simple static kiosk with lighting, because animation is not used at all in this layout. But that's not the main problem here. I would note that the fonts are a bit overcrowded and insufficiently scaled for street design. Perhaps somewhere in a magazine this layout would work better. But there is actually no chance of reading all the information in such a volume and scale on the go. A very interesting digital sign in the form of a pillar. In addition to the unusual format of the installation itself, we have very high quality design layouts here. Everything is vivid, contrasting, dynamic and readable. I think that advertising on these signs will not go unnoticed. What more do you need from digital signage? Now, let's move on to the design which I really liked. I just couldn't get past this. It's a kind of digital brutalism style. It might not be for everyone, but for a fancy light show it's perfect. This is what it means to speak to your audience in their language. I would say that the following layout is not very well put together. Despite the bright and contrasting colors, this layout is hard to read because of the high density of elements. Plus, the designer went a little overboard with the variety of font styles. The layout doesn't look consistent and coherent. Each line typed in a different style from the previous one is perceived as a separate semantic unit. Nice design. Great job with the typography, composition, images and colors. But unfortunately, the lack of any animation doesn't work very well in the case of digital signage. This layout was clearly not designed for the screen, but rather for a poster or magazine page. If movement was added here, I am sure this layout would be 100% more eye-catching. Perhaps Not as elegant as the previous work, but with dynamic animation and video, this digital signage is much more effective. If you don't feel like going into the details of graphic and motion design, here is a simple yet effective method. Brief text over a stylish video. Yes, this technique almost always works. The main thing here is to ensure there is enough contrast between the text and the background video. And if the contrast is not enough, you can simply add a translucent black layer between the background and the text. And finally, probably my favorite example from today's selection. Super impressive, dynamic and bright. Yes, professionals definitely worked here. I even think there is no point in analyzing this work. Well, that was cool. We've run through a bunch of really impressive examples of digital signage content, and I have to be honest, a lot of them are really fantastic. Great job, guys! To summarize the entire course, I would like to reiterate that the key to creating quality digital signage content is following the basic principles of graphic design and understanding the physical characteristics of your hardware and environment where it's located. So, in particular, the principles of interactive design will help you create stunning and, most importantly, user-friendly interactive cases, while the principles of inclusivity will allow you to expand your target audience and make an invaluable contribution to the culture of the digital environment. Well, and don't forget about convenient modern tools such as, for example, artificial intelligence or the look layout designer, which will help you create great content without spending a lot of time and money. I and the entire Look.js team sincerely hope that you found this course truly useful. If so, why not sign up for Look.js and start creating your eye-catching design now with a 14-day free trial? All the links are in the description. Feel free to reward us with your thumbs up, and if you have ideas on how to expand this course or are missing any other training videos on our channel, be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. That's all for today. My name is Alex. Take care and see you.